And thanks for watching this video. Here's a quick little rundown of how you can support the Ages of Sigmar.
You can check us out on Patreon. Go over there and have a look. There's links below, and you'll be able to get access to loads of stuff that you won't get on YouTube.
You can also find t-shirts on Teespring. Or mugs.
Ooh.
But they don't come with tea in.
No.
That would be bad for the postal service.
And you can also check out our affiliates, the Outpost below, to get all your GW goodness and lots of other products and
Good
brands.
discounts there, and we're affiliated, so we get a little something from them too, just for you going there. So please do think about doing that.
All the links are below.
These videos wouldn't be possible without our Patreon supporters, so thank you very much to them.
You guys rock.
If you would like to show your appreciation but don't want to commit to a Patreon, then do consider using our tip jar. We'll put the link below, and anybody who does so will get a shout out in our next video. And so, well, we'll get out of your way, and hopefully we are all ready for action! And watch the video. Bye.
Hello!
Hello, AOS fans!
Agents of Nightvault!
Nightvault! And we have an Adepticon special for you.
This is the closest we're ever going to get to playing the final at a tournament.
It is. Now, I have to say that the new warbands are out, and there's lots of new cards and interactions to have.
Shiny.
But we're not playing those.
No, screw it.
No, we are going back
Don't
to the
want 'em.
halcyon days of Adepticon 2019,
Yep.
when one of our patrons, Aman, Aman, got to the final of Adepticon, and he played the Cursebreakers there against the Nighthaunts in the final. So we are recreating. This was his request. He's a $10 patron supporter, and if you do support at the $10 level, then you get to pick pretty much what you like.
Yeah,
if
you
you
want
want
it-
us to
you
wear
want it, you
neon
can have
green
it.
while we're playing, we will.
I am wearing neon green. Not you can see it though.
Yeah, that was one of the Aman's slightly more requests.
Esoteric request.
But-
All strange. The Donald Duck mask's a little off-putting as well, but
Anyhow,
we digress.
so we're playing that tonight, and then next week we might think about playing the new warbands if we decide that
Maybe.
they're
Maybe.
worthy of us. We'll see.
I don't really even think I want to. I've kind of gone off the whole thing.
You're fed up with this game. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
stupid. We're going to play something else. We're going to play chess. Right, so we've rolled. Robin lost.
Hooray!
No surprise. Put the objectives down. I put 1 and 3 over here. Robin's put 4 and 5 over there. 1 and 5 over there.
2 and 5.
2 and 5. Sorry, and 4. sitting
4 in the
right
middle. I did wonder about. Normally I'd have put it down here, but I thought actually I've no idea what sort of deck Pete's playing, and sometimes the Cursebreakers, they kind of want the action around the middle. So I have, and who doesn't? And I let's play.
Yeah. So we've now got to roll to see who has to place the first model.
Is it me?
It will probably be. Well, we'll have to roll. So I get just a single and a double. I wonder if your luck's going to carry over from last week.
Single and a double.
Your
What am I
crits are
doing?
plenty all over the place.
This is who places first.
Yes.
The most relevant role of the game. Double.
Especially when it's Nighthaunts versus
Yeah.
Stormcast.
These guys. So I got a double. What did you get?
I can't remember. I think I rolled a single and a double, so I'll let you place first.
Really? Okay.
I don't think it makes a lot of difference overall.
Okay.
People are sitting there now going, they just rolled and they've already got it wrong.
already forgotten. So
Why
I'm
are
going
we
to
paying
start.
these absolute idiots?
We
just two cretins sitting there talking nonsense.
put Rastas here.
They're not even good at the game.
Well, some of us are.
Righty. So, what am I doing? Where am I going? Who am I playing? So I'm going to put...
You're playing the Nighthaunts.
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 So I'm going to put Varklav.
Varklav.
Right at the back.
Right at the back.
Neko in here.
I'm just repeating everything you said. And I'm going to play Amiss Stormguard here.
Durn Gerd. I'm going to put random Chain Rasp Axie Bloke Nobody Won there.
And I'm going to put random Axie Beardy Bloke over here, aka Stormsire,
Okay.
the leader. And I'm just going to go home now. What you set up?
Yeah. See you later. I'm going to put the other Axe Bloke there.
So how am I doing so far, Aman?
He's just sitting there. He's already got his head in his hands.
Well, I couldn't find anything in his little write-up of what boards to choose.
Oh.
So, of course, I lost the roll, so it kind of made it slightly moot point. And I got for this board, and I don't know whether it was the right one. I sort of expected you to offset them, but anyway.
Well, there you go. Maybe I did too. So I'm going to put the Everhang there.
Oh, hello, Everhang.
I'm going to put Headless Harry there. Hello. I'm going to put the Clubber. Where do I put the Clubber? Here. And I'm going to put the Queen there.
Night Haunter, Night Haunter.
So we'll show you our cards and then we'll roll for the first turn. Okay, so now it's time to roll for the first round, and I might as well roll first because you get +1 crit. So if I don't roll any crits, it's a moot point. Oh, 2 crits and a single.
What chance
In
do
your
I have?
face.
You're good at those rolls. You practice.
Oh, boom.
I won.
Crit and 2 singles.
Crit and 2 singles.
Get back.
Single crits. I don't want to roll a single crit. Right, okay.
You lot all tune in just for the musical little ditties. That's all they want.
I am going to play my. I'm going to show you my musical ditties. It's like Cockney rhyming slang.
I think a man's sitting there right now thinking, I approach this with a lot more brevity right now.
Did this happen at Adepticon? Somebody made up Cockney rhyming slang on the man probably didn't even know what Cockney rhyming slang is.
Yes.
Google Cockney rhyming slang and then
And in fact, all of our patrons who aren't from England do look it up. It's completely pointless. It's the act of making one word much longer by using multiple words instead.
absolutely
So,
the old
Robin,
China plate.
that's not even one.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
The old China.
The old China, but what's China plate for?
Well, mate.
Oh, yes, good point. Yes, China plate, mate. See? How much easier would it have been to just say mate? And that's what Cockney rhyme slang is all about. Right, I'm now going to attempt to try and fit as much Cockney rhyme slang into my references of my night haunts.
Okay, let's have a butcher's hook at our cards.
Hey! So you see in the cards, we've rolled. Robin's won. Are you going first or second, Robin?
Oh yeah, I'm going to go.
I know we've got a roll. We should roll now, Robin. Yeah.
We roll. I'm going to go first.
You're going to go
I'm going
first.
to go first. Yes.
You sure you're going to go first?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Okay.
Right, I'm going to try and empower Amis.
Okay. So first turn, Amis is
Spell
going to
action.
attempt to empower herself.
And she does.
So she becomes
inspired, and I score. Harness the storm.
Boo!
I successfully cast a spell.
Boo!
It's brilliant. I've won a Adepticon.
Hooray!
Power step. I've got nothing.
Neither do I. So on to my first turn. So I'm going to make a charge action with Planky Boy here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Gonna have a swipe at Rastus. So it only rolls 1 Wickle Sword though, unfortunately. Nothing. And in the power step, not a sausage for me.
Not a sausage. I'm going to put Potion of Rage on Erastus the Child.
I've got a little chargy token there, although I feel I might have to take that off in a minute.
So I'm going to roll 4 dice for my attack on my second turn. I didn't turn over my counter on the first turn.
Oh, you big cheat.
Second turn.
Oh,
Wow.
my word!
Okay, so
Yowza! Okay,
Erastus forgot to...
take the sword out of the scabbard.
Yeah.
Just swinging a hand in the air with nothing in it.
'Tis a silly storm stave. I'll be honest, I'd hope for better. This deck's rubbish.
Oh dear. Power step.
No, I have nothing.
Okay. In my second activation, I'm going to put the Everhanged on Gird, and Mr. Planky inspires.
He does, doesn't he?
Suddenly becomes a little bit tougher to kill.
Yeah.
And in my power step, I have nothing.
My third activation, I'm just going to use Rastus's Empower ability.
Ooh. Empowered. Zippity zap.
So he is now inspired.
Inspired. Okay, power step.
Power step, I have nothing.
My third activation then. I'm going to use Varklav's Shovey ability for everybody.
Okay.
And these are both going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 to there. And he's going to go 1, 2. And that's me. And in my power step, I still have not a lot to do.
For my fourth and final turn, I'm going to charge with Dawn Guard.
Charge!
I'm going to charge to here. 1, 2, 3.
No, no! Headless Harry.
Or 2 hammers.
Headless Harry might be biting it. 1 dice. Oh no! Headless Harry has kaput.
So I score strong start.
And I score martyred.
Okay. So it's my turn at the power step, isn't
It's
it?
your power step. Anything for you.
No.
So on to my fourth and final go. But I'm just going to move Varklav 1, 2 over to here and run onto that objective. So onto the power step, I'm going to play Confusion, and I'm going to swap around Rastus and Planky Bloke. Anything for you?
I'm going to put Lightning Whip on Amis, I think.
Okay. And then I'm going to play Inspired Command, and I'm going to shove Planky Bloke 1. Just to there. And that's it. I've got nothing else.
I can't do anything about that. I am going to play Hidden Paths, however.
Run away!
I'm just trying to think where to run to.
I know.
There isn't really run away, because if I...
Well, no, I want to run away.
Well, I say pretty much anywhere. Well, I don't know where I'm not sure that... I think I'm just going to pop him over here.
Oh, just going to sit there next to Amis. Amis. All right, mate. I've got nothing else to do.
I've got nothing else to do either.
Okay, so we're on to the end phase. So, you went first.
I did, and I score Master of War,
War!
which is why I had to use deploy.
Ah, I see. What is it good
And
for?
because I've got three, I had three anyway, but I also score Solid Gains.
Solid game.
My fourth war to get that, so that's like that.
And your last one?
My last one I'm going to keep. I'm not going to play. I think I'm going to keep these two cards. It's a little bit risky.
So on to me. I scored Tactical Supremacy 1 and 2.
Nice.
And I scored Keep Them Guessing.
Nice. But not Supremacy.
But not Supremacy. Like I say, I was going after Objective 4. Not really sure why. It's not in my deck.
It was the last
Not my
game.
hand.
Previous game.
Yeah, and I'm going to put Inescapable Vengeance on the Briar Queen.
Inescapable Vengeance.
And I'm keeping the rest of my cards. So 2 objectives and 3 ploys, or gambits. So time to roll for round 2. I'll roll first for the spookies with my spooky purples. Oh, single and a double. Gonna get a crit. Ooh,
Three doubles, no
doubles.
single. Doesn't count or doesn't beat it.
Whoa. I am going to let you go first.
So my first activation, I'm going to just do a fulmination attack with Stormsire. Stormsire.
Okay,
With
try and get him
Stormsire.
inspired.
Oh, a crit.
Ooh, a crit.
I thought that was no for a minute.
Yeah,
I
I
do
did
need a
too.
crit.
Or I'm in the... right. So... Ever hanged? No. So 2 damage? No, 1 damage.
One
isn't it?
damage
Just
at this
the 1.
point in time, but it does inspire him. So I'm going to then, in the power step, play Sudden Growth on Stormsire, which could be a mistake. And then I'm going to play Ready for Action!
Didn't get that at your final, did ya?
Maybe you did.
Maybe you did.
And I'm going to try a fulmination on the Everhanged again.
Oh, it's enough to kill him this time because it's 2 damage. No.
One swirly.
Just 1 swirly whirly, and I get... Oh.
Which means I score.
Nothing right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna play
you've got
Last Chance.
Last Chance.
So, here we go. Come on. Come on. No! I didn't want the crit.
Okay, how many hit points did he have?
He had 2.
That means I score Sorcerer's Scouring because I took somebody out with a spell,
You did?
and I scored Measured Strike
Oh,
because
nice.
I did 2 damage.
Holy crap.
So that's
You are
2.
burning through these instant scores.
I am,
And you score 1 for killing him.
and 1 for killing him. So I think I picked up 3 there. So I get 2 new cards.
Anything in your power step?
No.
Okay, I've got nothing in your power step either, so I am going to go on to my turn. And I am going to put the Queen on guard. And in my power step, I have got nothing to do.
In your power step, I'm going to cast Abersoth's Unmaking.
Ooh. So you can only target objective 4 and 3.
So I'm going to do it with Stormsire, obviously. Oh, that's enough.
So
4
which
is
one's
destroyed. 4 is destroyed.
going?
And I score Scorched Earth,
Oh, nice.
which is why I wanted to do it, because it means I
Holy poop discoops.
get the glory and draw another
You've nearly done
objective.
through all your objectives.
Yeah, I am nearly through them. So that's that one.
So that's my power step, isn't it? So
That's your power step, so now it's my
it's on to your second activation.
second activation. Yeah, I'm going to try another fulmination attack with Stormsire for my second activation.
Against
This guy there.
against Clubby Bloke. He's the only one in range, isn't he? So
Yeah.
Oh.
Thought about it. Been quite lucky with this
Need a
formation.
dodge and a crit. No,
That's
was
2
nearly.
damage.
So it's enough to kill Clubby Bloke.
When I had the magic deck, I could not cast Fulmination for love nor money.
Not a 1.
Power Step, nothing.
Okay, I'm going to try and cast Howling Vortex, which I think I have 100% not successful rate on
You do,
so far.
you do. Come
So
on.
I need one
I
swirl.
think I have 100% successful.
Hooray!
I don't know why you play this
I
game.
don't like magic.
I don't know.
Don't want to play this game. Yeah, that's very true.
Just your luck is just awful, and my
Yeah.
luck is. I definitely should have bought a lottery ticket tonight. We played this the same game as the last week's ridiculously lucky Godsworn Hunt game.
Yep. Feeling it in the minute.
Yeah, beats
Okay, so anything else for you?
his neon green outfit is really
It's putting me off.
clashing with his eyes, which have gone red.
Anything else for you?
You'll be pleased to know that at this point I've got nothing.
Okay, so I'm going to put Great Strength on the Queen. Still nothing for you?
Still nothing.
I'm then going to play Sudden Appearance.
Oh, hello!
Choose a friendly fighter and place them on any starting hex. So I'm going to put the Queen over here. So onto my second activation.
What are you going to do?
Well, first of all, the Queen is going to inspire.
Inspired Queen!
How inspiring.
Oh, I say.
And now I'm going to charge with her,
Charge?
which seems odd, but
Okay.
she's on guard.
On guard!
On guard! No longer on guard, but what will happen when I charge her is I will score.
Change of tactics!
Okay, so the Queen's then going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or in fact, she could just go 1, 2 through there.
She can't
but
go
she's
through
got to
him.
come here. She can go through him in a move and a charge.
I know, I'm just saying, she's not going to go through just in case you get the other one.
Oh, I see. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
I will charge through him just in case later on I pick that card up. Thank you very much,
That's
Robin.
alright.
So that's all she's going to. In fact, I'm going to move her 1 more to there
Oh, yeah, clever.
because I might as well,
Don't
just in
have to
case
charge.
I fluff it up completely.
Yeah.
So now the Briar Queen's going to make a 3 Schward attack. It is 4 damage though.
Ooh,
Many crits.
4 damage.
No. So I'm going to play Endless Malice. Play after a friendly fighter's attack action fails, the fighter can make another attack action that targets the same fighter. I would like something, please. A crit would be great. So I score change of tactics anyway, despite not being able to hit the broadside of a barn.
I don't really like playing this game with you. I just feel mean.
Good, I'm glad.
I
You
just feel
should.
mean.
You're a
I
big,
didn't even
mean,
do
nasty-
anything.
You're a mean, nasty person. So I'm going to score. So I'll pick up another. I'll pick up another objective, and power step. I've got nothing.
I've got nothing in your power step either.
So it is onto your third activation.
Yes, my third activation. I'm going to charge at miss. I'm going to go 1, 2 to there.
Ah,
And so she rolls 3 hammers.
ah.
Charge goes back on her. Oh, a crit.
Just a crit. Well, I say just a crit, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to get a crit in my defense. No. So he's dead as well.
Power step, I don't have anything.
Is do I. So onto my third go. And I'm going to get rid of Tactical Supremacy 3 and 4 and draw a new objective.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky to score that one there.
And power step, nothing for me.
Okay, for my fourth and final activation, Varklev has 4 wounds, doesn't he?
He has 4, yeah.
I'm going to charge Rastus just here.
Ah.
It's 3 hammers with cleave. Ah,
Ooh, okay. For once, the dice give you the finger.
power step, is it? Oh, you've got 1 turn left,
I
haven't
have,
you?
yes.
Okay, well, I won't do anything just yet.
Okay, so for my
Not that I
fourth,
necessarily have anything to do.
for my fourth and final go, I'm just going to move him 1, 2, 3, 4 to actually I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Score anything?
And I might just score Swarming Spirits. Thank you very much for reminding me of that earlier, Robin. I wouldn't have done that without it. And I'll pick another objective. Power step, I've got no cards.
Okay, well, I'm just going to pop the Fameway Crystal on Stormsire.
Okay. So on to the end phase, and you went first.
I went first.
Yep.
Okay, I scored Magical Supremacy. I scored two spells in that game, in that turn. And I scored Shining Example because Stormsight is inspired. Okay, and I'm going to keep my final power card, so I'm going to draw 2 new objectives, 4 new power cards.
Okay, so me, I scored none of my objectives, and I'm going to get rid of both of... I'll get rid of Supremacy, because chances of that one are pretty slim. And I shall draw 5 power cards and 3 objectives. So the score is 7 to a bajillion. 14?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well done.
I am not going to win this game. So let's roll for the third and final round. I get a single. Ooh, a double. I win.
Never win that round. Never win that.
I will let you go first.
I'm going to open by drawing a power card.
Ooh, okay.
Then in the power step, I'm going to play that for the power step. It's Great Fortitude. I'm going to play that card on Amis.
Okay, so you've got 5 wounds now. I'm going to put the Fameway Crystal on Varklav, I think.
I am going to play Frozen in Time.
Ooh. On the Quinn.
I don't know. Varklav is because then you can't activate him. You can't push the other Chain Rasp. But then you could still get Supremacy or something. So I think I'm going to play it on the Queen. She can't take any damage, so it will be interesting. But so basically, I've got to roll a shield or a crit.
Okay. Here comes the crit. Right, so she's effectively... I'll put a charge token next to her. She
cannot make any actions or be damaged in this phase.
Okay. I'm going to put Acrobatic on Varklav.
Okay. I'm going to play Tempest Might on Stormsire.
+1.
+1 to damage to spell attack actions.
Cool. I've got nothing else to play at this time. So on to my first activation. So I'm going to charge with the Chain Rasp. He's just going to go 1, 2 onto that objective there. Okay. He just rolls 2 swords. Oh, a crit and a sword. You can't stop that, so you do take damage.
I'm going to play Rebound.
Yeah, there we go. So
I've got to totally
here comes another crit.
So where is it? I've got a dodge or a crit?
Dodge or a crit. You rolled the wrong dice.
Oh. Just keeping you in suspense.
Dodge or crit. Here comes crit. Oh
no.
Oh no.
So you do damage. You do damage.
So 2 damage to him. He has a charge token, and I'm going to push you back 1 to there. In my power step, I'm going to put Deathly Fortitude on him. Ironically.
Second activation, I'm going to charge back with Rastus.
Okay.
So it's 3 hammers, thank you.
2 crits.
2 crits and a hammer.
I can't stop that, so he's dead.
It's 2 damage. Is he?
Well, I assume it's
you just put Deathly Fortitude on him.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, how much damage is it? 2. Okay, so he's taken 2 wounds. He's not quite dead yet.
I'm not dead!
Technically you are. Yeah, but...
I'm going to pop him there.
Okay.
So he has charge, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And I just scored what armour?
Warmer.
I can take the final power card, thingy card.
So my second activation, I'm just going to use his Fameway Crystal. Zoop him over here. And power step, I'm going to put Sudden Growth on him.
Third activation, I'm just going to charge with Amith to there.
Hookadoo.
So it's 3 hammers. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so I need 2 crits. Nope. 2 shields, obviously. So he's dead. You get another glory. Okay, my third activation, I'm just going to get rid of Treacherous Foe because I can't score that. I don't think I can score anything in here anyway, but Pick up another one. No, I can't score that one. Nothing in my power step.
I've got nothing in your power step either.
That's under your 4th go.
My 4th turn, I can't kill Varclav because he's got loads of wounds.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to draw a power card. And I'm pretty sure I've scored enough to get escalation, but just in case I haven't, I'm going to put that on there and so I'll just focus. I'm just going to pop it on Stormsucker.
I, on my 4th and final go then, am going to get rid of Tactical Supremacy 1 and 4 and pick my last one up. And I'm going to play Sidestep to shifty him off of there.
I'm sure there's a reason for that.
It'll become clear in a moment.
Okay.
Power Step, I got nothing.
I haven't got anything either.
So on to the end phase. What have you scored?
Well, I scored escalation.
I realise this deck doesn't have escalation in. Kind of a naff deck doesn't have escalation.
So I scored 2 for escalation. I scored superior tactician because I've scored 10 so far.
Yep.
So that's worth 3.
You've scored 10 objectives.
Yeah, that's 11.
Fucking
And because I
hell.
scored those 2, I scored victory after victory, and I've got to score 3 this phase. So I scored every single objective.
Every single one?
Yeah.
Holy...
I've never done that before.
Holy...
I've never done that before.
Man, how did you not win with this deck?
I scored every single one.
Because this Nightvault deck sucks ass. It's well, it's not but it's not that. Christ.
Oh, and I got lucky.
Yeah, I mean you did have a fair amount of luck on dice rolls, or I didn't have
the
any
card
luck.
actually came out in the right order.
So I didn't score Miraculous Escape. I did score as Nagash Commands, which is score if in the 3rd end phase no enemy fight is holding an objective.
No enemy fight.
No fighters.
Oh, okay.
No, it is no enemy fighters.
So you
So I didn't need to
do
move
that.
off, but I just in case. So I scored 2 for that, and because of that I did score Superior Tactician. I needed something at the end there.
It's a pretty
1,
high
2, 3,
scoring
4,
game.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12
That's
plays.
not a bad score.
40 million.
40 million, yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23.
Well, I'm assuming, man, that you didn't win your final because you didn't get the cards out in the order Robin did, or your opponent wasn't dice rolls like mine.
My dice rolls rocked in that game. I mean, the deck is really good. It's really efficient. But fulmination came off every time. I don't think it's ever happened before when I've played.
Yeah, and I didn't get any. Well, that's just yeah. I didn't
actually
really
read all the way through Aman's thing, so I haven't read what happened in the final. I ought to read that.
I didn't get some of my keys out near the end. I don't know how much use that would have been. I needed 1 and 4, but you destroyed 4, so I only had 1, which I could have stayed on, but that would only been a couple of glory. I'd say I've played the Nighthaunts for several games now, and I've played objective-y, grabbing-y kind of decks, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1 and 4, and I don't like them. And the main reason for that now is I just don't think objective decks are worth it. Because whilst you stand on 2 objectives and you can get 2 glory at the end, that compared to a score immediately kill someone card with an aggro deck, which you can use to stop someone scoring objective decks. Objective decks, to me, I mean, this won the Adepticon. This won the Adepticon, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like it didn't do well at the Adepticon. And I'd like to hear, man, how that game went. I'm assuming you didn't either get out the card to destroy the objective or
I didn't read the block because I didn't want to know what was coming.
Yes.
So,
but yeah. I just feel, especially with some of the other cards I've seen coming along in the next set of cards, I just don't think objective decks have a chance against high aggro.
You think that there's
and we said this once before.
We have
back in season 1, and I still think it holds true. I just think for the most part,
except they did win this with an objective deck, and that's
Sorry?
Skaven. They did win Adepticon with this.
Yes,
deck.
yeah, but I just don't know how.
The Skaven deck is good too. That's an objective based deck. The one you played last week.
Maybe I'm just with objective based decks. I don't know, but I don't like them. It's just
if
really
your
annoying when you've got
opponent fires off Abyssos Withering. That's a real
Unmaking. Was it Unmaking?
No, it's Unmaking.
Unmaking.
I always get them wrong. Unmaking.
Yeah.
That's a real kick in the teeth.
You did play the right one, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I did.
It is because you know you're going to go for 4. You pretty much you want to take out 4 because that has 2 of the grab 2 objectives things, and it is just a massive kick in the teeth because it stops you being able to score them afterwards.
Yeah, and it makes Supremacy that bit harder as well.
It does make Supremacy that bit harder. I mean, this deck doesn't have escalation. I'm not sure why it hasn't got escalation. I wouldn't bother. I can't say I wouldn't ever not take it. It's got, I think, the Slumbering Key, which is a restricted card. I'd get rid of that and take Escalation in a heartbeat. But
yeah, I think I would too.
I don't know, after the games I've played with an objective-y kind of base deck, I just don't think they're very good, and I think that they're inherently just weaker against high aggro warbands. I'm saying all this knowing that this matchup at the tournament, Nighthaunt won.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you had some terrible luck, man. Do let us know. But I just can't see how you can win with this deck against, especially Stormcast, because Stormcast have got ranged shooting. Or
you can win if the dice rolls are against you, definitely.
Well, there is
because
that.
If I inspired each of my guys the first time I tried.
Yep.
And the chances of that are pretty slim.
Well, Lightnings roll 66%.
Right, okay.
So-
but that, for all three of them, and then Stormtide's Formulation.
Yeah.
It's slightly more likely against the Chain Rust. Because
You
they
did.
only-
I
they
think
only
all
have
your
one
formulation attacks. Did you miss any attacks?
dodge. No, I don't think I did. I might have missed. No, I'm not sure I did any miss any attacks actually.
And the other problem you have with objective decks, while I'm on the subject and I'm up on my soapbox, is once you've played somebody once with that, you know what they've got. You know what they're doing.
But in theory, I can never remember. I've concentrated so hard on
Theoretically,
my,
but you know if I'm going for an objectively a deck, so you just know that if I start running around sitting on objectives, you just want to knock me off.
Yeah. Well,
And there's-
to be honest, Pete, you're so powerful that I always want to knock you off. it's your machismo.
I've got to say,
yeah.
I played several offensive decks, and I did very well with them. And then I've played several objectively decks, and I've not done anywhere near as well with them. And I can't say that I'll be playing objective-based decks anytime in the near future now.
Oh, will you?
No,
I see what you're doing there.
I definitely won't. This isn't even a double bluff manoeuvre, because I just think objective-based decks suck. They're boring.
Well, of course, the two new warbands aren't particularly objective-y, are they? There's the Silver Death. They've got destroy objective cards, and the thingy guys are the score immediately. Guys, the Thundrix Profiteers are the score immediately.
They want to go for
Kings,
score
aren't
immediately
they?
stuff, so they really don't
Yeah.
want to be going for especially ones where you've got to grab more than one objective. I mean, you get multiple glory, but they want to get lots of instant scores.
I do kind of feel like have said this before. The game needs some objective-based score immediately cards.
The thing is,
Like a score immediately supremacy or a score immediately tactical supremacy that you could just
Even-
get
even
one
if it-
glory for just having two people on two objectives would be. It's not that easy.
Yeah, something like if you have three people on objective, immediately score 2 glory for something like that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously, an objective-based deck has access to all the same instant scores that an offensive deck does, but you're not going to be going for offensive upgrades and offensive ploys with an objective-based deck. You're going to be going for manoeuvre cards and defensive upgrades, and because of that, a lot of the instant score objectives aren't actually open to you. They're not an option because you're not going to go for precise use of force or anything like that. So,
or even change of tactics. Which
Yeah,
you're not
really.
likely to do it with an objective-based deck.
but
Because
this one did have change of tactics, which
Yeah.
I did score. But then I missed with my attack over there and didn't kill.
Twice.
Didn't kill. Yeah, twice.
so,
Didn't kill.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Not like
you
bitter.
can't legislate for that. But I did
No.
have rebound, so I was waiting for you to hit second time. And me kill her with rebound.
Yeah, it goes to show you had a rebound all that time. You never got to use it because I never hit with anything.
I did use it right. Used it on a
Oh,
chain
you did,
blast
yes.
attack.
You did, yes. You didn't get it off in the end, but yeah, that was the one time. The one time I did manage to cause 2 wounds with the crappy
Yeah, because I kept
chain
it.
blast.
First turn, I was waiting for Master of War, and I was expecting you to attack. And I thought, well, that's all right because I can play rebound. Whatever happens, I can play rebound, and then I've done my ploy. But then you didn't attack, so I had to do what turned out not to be, but what I thought was going to be a wasted hidden paths. Because I had to use a ploy.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it didn't matter too much in the end. So, but yeah, I find objective-based decks boring, easy to counter, and predictable. Is my summary of them.
And on that bombshell.
And on that bombshell, but. I hope you enjoyed watching that, man. I hope you got to revel in your glory vicariously through Robin thrashing me. Hopefully that gave you
That
some
is
closure.
a very well put together deck. I mean, I have to say, and this is no disrespect to Amman at all, it's not an obvious deck. That's not. I've got to get this right. It's a very, very functional deck, but I think possibly a limitation of this game is that there are quite clearly some better cards to have in.
Yeah.
I mean, he said in his thing he tooled up for Moloch because he was expecting not to play Moloch. So there are a few cards that are perhaps less useful in other
Frozen in
games.
Time.
Frozen in Time and I've got Rebound and didn't play it.
And Last Chance.
Yeah, no, I haven't got Last Chance.
No, sorry.
I didn't play it, but I had it at the end. It's the Forceful Denial.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which isn't really anti-Moloch card, actually.
Well,
my
yeah.
turn, I suppose. It stops my turn.
Yeah, it could stop things like that.
But I just feel like it has quite a narrow subset of cards. And I mean, it is, but it's a beautiful, it's a work of art. The way it works today is beautifully functional.
I think that was a perfect example of what it can do when it goes right.
Yeah, it's a beautiful deck synergy.
All of your instant scores, and against Nighthaunts, those instant scores are much easier as well because they're much easier to kill because they're only rolling 1 dodge. They've only got 2 wounds, so it's much easier to snipe people off and things like that.
But I'd love to see the stats on what percentage of cards. I'd probably look at the Underworlds DB hot cards thing. I'd love to see
how many are hot.
Yeah, well, how many hot, and then which one, like a curve of how many cards appear in what decks. Because I feel like the competitive cards. Okay, you've got objective aggro, but I feel like there's quite a small subset of cards, and Cursebreakers in particular, they very much favour this kind of build.
They have the same sort of about 25 cards.
Yeah.
And only about 5 to 7 different cards get mixed in.
And I kind of wish that Games Workshop would do something about that. I don't know how they could do that. Maybe they could add tiers in, so you've got almost like you can have 6 top tier cards. You can have 6, so you have to
But you're going to end up with that. You're just going to end up granulating it a bit further and having the same.
You'll have the best.
You'll
have the best. Yeah, just the best in each tier. You're right.
Exactly.
And they can't really do that because it's too unwieldy to manage.
The only way you can do anything about it is to just keep releasing new cards and then banning old seasons. I do think that season 1 is going to go the way of the dodo.
I think so,
because a lot of other similar card systems like this have done a similar thing where they said, right, tournaments season 1
it's hard
is
though,
out.
because if they get rid of it, when do they get rid of it? Because if they get rid of it at the beginning of season 3, then they've only got 1 season of cards to choose.
They'd have to get rid of it at the end of season 3.
Which means for the whole
released.
of season 3 you've got like
1, 2 and 3.
Yeah. So it's an interesting one, that. And I don't quite know how. I mean, I'm not an experienced card player, so I don't really know how the best way for them to fix it is. And maybe there isn't. People love playing the game, so maybe there isn't any need to fix it. But I just kind of feel like it would be nice to see some more wild cards. Well, not say wild cards, but more unusual,
more left field cards.
Yeah.
But the good cards are so good that they barely ever get put back in the deck over other things.
Yeah,
it's a bit like in here that escalation's not in this Nighthaunt deck. Like,
unusual.
Why isn't escalation on there? I would never not take escalation. I think now it's pretty much a given for every deck I do.
And maybe they could make a selection of like low tier objectives, and if you score them, they add an FAQ. If you score them, you get +1 glory for them or something, or +2 glory for them. That's written on the card. So these crazy ones, like the ones where you've got to get them all in no man's land, like you get an extra 2 glory for it or something, just to make people try and score it.
I do think some of them are just so impossible to score, or just are only like 1 glory for. I think we worked out some of the other cards. You needed to use about 2 or 3 cards to really guarantee scoring it for like 1 glory. Like, what the would I do that? I'm just going to take escalation. That's so much, or supremacy or things like that, which most of the time is so easy to score. I am waiting for Abassoth's Unmaking to appear on the bar list. I think that's almost a given, along with Tomb of Offerings. There's a couple of others I can't remember quite exactly, but I think
there's Tome of Offerings as well.
Tome of Offerings, sorry, yes. Tome of Offerings, I think they're almost a guarantee for the bar list at some point soon.
I think so. It's interesting. When I was thinking about this deck, playing it, there are no innate lightning cards.
Oh.
And I almost felt like if you're going to play Cursebreakers reliable, you need them, because there's nothing better than doing your Empower, knowing that it's going to work.
Well, there is that.
Whereas, and it almost sets the tone for the game. It set the tone for some of our other Cursebreakers games. Is you start right first turn, I'm going to use Empower.
Yeah.
Fail.
No
Inspire, completely wasted
turn.
So
it begins.
And exactly, it kind of sets the tone. But today I passed.
But then you had it this way, where it's like, I'm going to empower him, and then him, and then her.
But there's a ploy which gives them for it, and then there's an upgrade. And especially when you've got things like Harness the Storm, where you just get a glory for casting a spell. I'm really surprised, Aaron, and you can explain to me why it's not in there. Maybe it was so you could get in some extra anti-Moloch tech. I think, you open up your hand, you've got Harness the Storm, that one. Just like,
but then at the same time, it's a 66% card, so
yeah, but 66% chances fail a million times out of one.
But
That's
not
how
today.
statistics work.
Not today.
No,
100%
not
in
today.
this
Yeah,
case. So
I definitely should go and buy a lottery ticket right
I
now.
do think, because we played the Hunt game earlier today as well, although you saw that last week, or in fact it might have been yesterday, I can't remember what the release schedule looks like, but we did play both games on the same day, so Robin has had some pretty nice dice rolls today.
Yes.
I think he's used them all up for next time, but next time it's going to be...
Blackstone Fortress!
Woo!
Were you going to say that?
No, I was waiting
No.
for you to say that. So.
Okay.
Partially because I couldn't remember what it was called.
We're going to play Blackstone Fortress in our next game. I hope you'll enjoy it. Do join us for that. It's a total new venture. We've roped in a couple of random strangers off the street for that. They're tied up in the garage till next week. And we're going to try that. And then when we come back from that, there'll be lots of posts on very, very knowledgeable people about how these decks work. So we're going to build some proper.
I'm personally not going to read any of them. I'm going to build my own deck. I don't want to use anybody else's.
I may begin to see why you struggle. I don't want any knowledge.
I don't care about your best advice.
I won't be able to help myself really. Once the cards are out, I haven't read very much yet. But once the cards are out, I will definitely start looking at things. Things just naturally will crop up.
Yes.
But I'm quite interested to play. We'll probably play 2 or 3 games with those guys.
I think we'll probably have to do a couple of switchy back forth games. So you'll play the dwarves and I'll play the dwarves, and then and maybe we'll do a few games like we don't do too many, and then we'll have to crash into some matchups with them, obviously.
We will have to.
There will already be a poll up by the time you're seeing this. There will have been a poll asking all of our $10 supporters what games they want to see next, because they do get the final say in everything we record at the minute. And if you do want to be involved in that, then do check us out. Hopefully it's worth the extra.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is, because I want you to play. No, yeah, I think so. I think it's the Patreon community is growing over there. We've got lots of guys who really chip in with deck ideas and just state of the game, and just we have quite a lot of fun.
Well, we have a man to thank for this game.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Thanks a bunch.
That was
mate.
brilliant, man. That was great.
That was awesome.
I'm just, on that performance, I don't really understand why you didn't win.
I think it's because he wasn't playing me.
Actually, I reckon I do know partly why. You go on about objective decks not being that great. How many did you score? Considering how much I trashed your.
6.
Yeah, but you've got more than 6 glory over.
Oh, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Considering
6, 7,
how
8,
much
9,
I
10,
trashed your deck and stopped it from working, you still scored 12 glory.
There is that. If you hadn't have got rid of that middle objective, I probably could have got another 5 or 6.
Yeah, and see that.
So
yeah.
I'm interested to see, man. Did you manage to get off Abasoth's Unmaking when you were playing?
You see, and that's another reason to have an innate lightning card, because it guarantees Abasoth Unmaking, which is awesome.
Yeah, that is.
So, yeah.
So how long will that be before it lands on the bar list? Not long, I reckon. Yeah.
But do you think but I don't know when they next do one. I guess they've got a couple of clashes coming up, haven't they? They've got the Warhammer Fest Grand Clash.
Oh yeah.
And then shortly after that, there's the UK Games Expo Grand Clash. So then I reckon that might bring out some barring. When everybody turns up with that
some
one,
Uber dwarf
Abasoth Unmaking, and the one about running through the hexes.
Yep.
Everybody apart from the Nightvault. I don't think they'll take that.
I think I do think that from now on I shall not be playing objective-based decks. They are dead to me. They are dull.
Now I feel like I need to take up the objective deck challenge.
Yeah, if you beat me with that, then I'll just give up, because obviously I just suck. But I'm going to blame the dice, and I'm going to go home and sulk. So we shall see you soon in not the Mirrored City,
but the Blackstone Fortress.
Which might have some mirrors in. You never know.
You might have a mirror in, and you might not actually get that first. You might get some other Nightvault games before you finally get the Blackstone Fortress. Yeah. We can't really remember what we're doing with our schedule.
Well, I'm editing that one,
and
it'll take me longer to edit than it does take Pete to edit. So it might actually be a couple of weeks before you see the Blackstone Fortress.
But we shall see you soon
on
the channel.
Bye!